Well, here to join us now and taking things out to the West Coast in the heart of the fire threat is the National Weather Service Spokane meteorologist Joseph Clevenger, who joins us to discuss this fire weather threat. Joseph, talk a little bit about your forecasting process yesterday. You guys issued a particularly dangerous situation, or there was a particularly dangerous situation fire weather warning, the first time ever in Washington. We had one of our meteorologists on who also worked out west quite a bit and spoke to how Spokane is one of the more vulnerable areas, just given the lack of rainfall, given its location in Washington.
Yeah, it was. We've had a pretty brutal summer so far. I haven't had any record-breaking heat yet, but it's been warm and dry throughout pretty much the beginning of June, and so that played into effect. And then the models kept pegging that yesterday was going to have 40 to 50 mile per hour winds across the basin area, and so that just kind of heightened our senses that this is definitely going to be something to keep an eye on. And then we issued the particularly dangerous situation warning on Friday, and luckily a lot of our partners took heed to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the collaboration between the news networks, the National Weather Service meteorologists, the government agencies to really get that word out when there's such a dire situation. Something I've also been reading coming out of Washington is the drought, almost a historic drought, multiple years in a row. Do you think that that had something to do with just the elevated danger here? Not just this year, but because it's been a culmination of multiple years together?
Yeah, and we also didn't have a lot of snow last winter either, so it was just a continuation of just building on top of that drought over the last few years. That a lot of our fuels aren't getting enough moisture during those off-season times to be beneficial to us.
I've noticed just in kind of looking at the current conditions, relative humidity has gone up briefly, now up to about 65% relative humidity near the Spokane area, but we have that high pressure that's sitting off of the Pacific coast. What is the latest in y'all's opinion about what the fire weather conditions could be like over the next few days?
Well, today temperatures are going to be cooler, so that's going to help us with that, but we're also going to see another bout of 20 mile per hour 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts across the region this afternoon. So that's going to keep us a little bit more alert. By Monday, though, we're going to have a little bit less winds, but we're going to be warm and dry, and that trend is going to continue through the week. So it's just going to be another repeat. Hopefully, if we don't, as long as we don't get the big wind event again, it should be manageable.
And you know that's good to hear. It's all about the winds and the wind direction. And it's not just about the embers and where they can spread to then expand the fire parameters, but also about the smoke forecast. Can you talk a little bit about some areas that could see unhealthy air quality coming up throughout the day today, where you've seen that air quality go down and kind of where the wind shift is in your perspective for folks who maybe need to watch out?
Pretty much looking at where we got our current smoke models going, pretty much most of northeast Washington, pretty much Spokane northward. We're probably going to be battling with some degraded air quality, at least maybe moderate to maybe even unhealthy for most people.
Now, given with the fire, the Old Trails fire at least, it's very small, and some of the other fires across Oregon and Washington are much, much larger. But does this fire or this event really stick out to you in events in recent history, or at least when you consider all of the fires put together? Are we maybe nearing some kind of multi-day record of some sort? Is there anything that maybe you guys have any insight on?
Well, this is definitely going to be probably top in the top of his most expensive fires. As far as acreage, it's probably not going to be that high, but definitely going to be for the cost.
So what's next just with the messaging from you guys out of the National Weather Service from Spokane? What have you guys been doing, speaking with local government agencies, statewide government, and what do you think is the best thing for folks to do who live in this part of your state?
Well, we try to share the evac notices that we get from our emergency managers across the region, and hopefully people take notice of those and do what they're told to do, so that way they can be safe.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard. Fires, they spread so rapidly, and in these big time wind events, it goes from calm to chaos. But really kudos to you at the National Weather Service from Spokane, because you guys really nailed that forecast. And this is a forecast we don't want to nail, but we're glad that, people were able to know ahead of time and hopefully make those preparations. But once again, that was Joseph Clevenger, National Weather Service Spokane meteorologist. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.